And hello fellow tankers, Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are in a brand new tier 10 Russian heavy tank Object 279 Experimental. Yes, this is the reward tank that most of you received, or if not most of you, then many of you received as a part of 2019 Winter Games, Spring Games, Summer Games and Autumn Games. So if you completed all of the stages required to get this tank, you will get this tank. If not, then it will be available to you for a reduced rate minus the months that you actually completed. So I ended up paying only a few thousand gold for this tank at the end of the day, but I did have to pay in order to get it into my possession. Anyway, I was gonna do a full review on this tank, but I changed my drift slightly, guys. After playing against these tanks and after playing this tank for a while, I've realized, I don't know, this is just my opinion, but I think this thing is gonna destroy the game. Get ready for heat spam, and that's all I can say. Heat, premium spam, APCR spam, whatever you want to call it. Get ready for it because it's coming. You thought it was already there? This is worse. Over the time that I played with this tank, everyone was spamming heat. Everyone was spamming prams. This game is turning into pay to win strictly. And how is it, Space? How is it even possible that getting a free reward tank is pay to win? That's not possible, Space. How is that possible? Free tank is free tank. Free tank is not pay to win. You don't pay anything for that tank. So how is that possible? Well, let me explain. Object 279 is pretty much an invincible tank. It has weak spots, yes, only if you fire premium rounds. That is, if you point your frontal armor directly into the opposition, it's pretty much invincible. You have to spam prams in order to hit this tank and penetrate it. If you don't spam prams, good luck winning the game. The more prams you spam, the more credits you need. And where do you get those credits? Obviously, Tech Tree tanks will not give you enough credits in order to pay for your premium rounds. What you need is premium tanks. Yes, premium tanks. You see, guys? Premium tanks. So you have to have premium tanks so you can make up the credits that you spend by firing heat shells all over the place in a game. Not to mention premium account. Forget about making credits with non-premium account. That's not going to happen. And by giving this tank to everybody in the game, almost everybody in the game, either free or at a reduced rate, Wargaming has created this platform where heat is needed to win the game. That means heat is needed to win the game. That means you need to make credits. That means you need to buy premium tanks. Period. It's as simple as that. Not to mention premium account. And by overwhelming the population of these tanks in a game, creates this scenario where you cannot actually play this tank unless you have credits. Not only that, you cannot play any other tank without spamming heat or premium rounds, because you will not be able to penetrate the tanks that they put into the game. So what about people that don't have money to invest in this game, Space? It's supposed to be free to play. Screw them. Who needs them? Who needs those people? We need to make profits. We advertise it as a free game. Yes, bring people over. Get them into the game. And then make them spend. Like there is no tomorrow. That's the way to do it. Because that's their business model. Milking you of as much as they can. It is absolutely crazy what Wargaming is doing with this whole concept, and I think it's totally destroying the game. First things first, you're gonna see nothing, absolutely nothing in the game but premium rounds. I know it's already excessive at tier 10 and what's been happening, but now you're not gonna see anybody, absolutely no one using regular shells or standard shells. Not only that, but they're trying to take away the skill from the game. That's another thing. If you want more people to play this game and you want them to remain in the game, They gotta be successful within the game. Doesn't matter if you're new or doesn't matter if you're old. Obviously, the players that are in the game for a long time will have more knowledge. Not necessarily more skill, but more knowledge. You have to make the playing field equivalent and dumb down the game. So, in my opinion, Wargaming is trying to dumb this game down to the bare bones. Starting from update 4.12, they're trying to dumb it down so that even average Joe could do well in the game. Everything that was changed, the ghost shells, the RNG, the shells that are fully aimed and don't even come close to anything at all, has probably been done to prevent good players from taking over the game, which is still gonna happen regardless whether you do it or not. It's still gonna happen. And because of the fact that you can press the A button, load your skill round, and you should be able to penetrate everything, it makes things so much easier. And the game is so cool and easy for everybody. Just drive your tank forward, press the A button, and shoot. Yeah! That's what we're looking for, Wargaming. That's exactly what we're looking for. Oh, calm down, Space. Calm down. Come down to earth. Anyway, that's just my impression, but let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What is your take on that? I've played this game for over 5 years now, and I've been really good when it comes to trying not to spam premium ammo in the game. I actually try to use it for special occasions or really when I need to use it. But after last few days and seeing what's happening in the game, and I actually went into some of the replays to look at what players are doing, it's incredible. Majority of players have full premium loadouts. And with this tank in the game, all you're gonna see now is just premium rounds. And the funniest thing is that doesn't matter what heavy tank you have at tier 10 and you load your premium rounds, you will not always be able to penetrate object 279. There is no freaking way that can happen every time reliably. Doesn't matter what tank you have, as far as the heavy tank is concerned, you will not be able to penetrate this tank consistently unless you are sitting on higher ground. And that's what my intro was actually implying. Basically, you're gonna have to be way above your position in order to be able to penetrate them, or have a really much taller tank. But even if that's the case, you have to be really close to them in order to penetrate them. That is bollocks, absolute bollocks. So you see a lot of tank destroyers in the game now because premium rounds on tank destroyers are much higher penetration values. So all of a sudden you see Jagdpanzer E100s, you see T110 E3s, you see more Death Stars, you see more FV 4005s with full premium loadouts. I mean, Death Stars and FVs are usually full premium loadouts, but Jagdpanzer E100s with full premium loadouts, E3s with full premium loadouts. That is happening right now. Wargaming, what's next? Bumper cars? It has to be freaking bumper cars because you won't be able to penetrate anything. May as well turn this game into freaking bumper cars. We can just bump our tanks and see who can bump each other better, and you can keep on bumping them until the time expires. How about that? Please, excuse my excitement. But I'm getting a little bit salty here because of the whole situation. I don't really know where it's going, but it's not going anywhere good. That is just my take on it. By the way, ask yourself this question. What are tier 8s supposed to do about this? What are tier 8 tanks supposed to do about object 279? Oh yeah, this is what they're supposed to do about this. This is what they're supposed to do about this. They're either not shooting at you or they just can't penetrate you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. T28 has a huge gun and good premium ammo. Oh yeah. Good luck penetrating this tank. Good luck. Now how are you supposed to play at tier 8 anymore? What's the point of playing tier 8 when you have this tank at tier 10? This tank should have preferential matchmaking at tier 10. That is my opinion about this. But what do I know? You thought Object 705A was invincible? No! This is invincible. Object 705A has nothing on this tank anymore. Honestly, who would want to grind Object 705 anymore? Who would want to grind IS-4 anymore? When you have this tank. Why would you want to play 705? What's the point? You have lower plate. In this thing, you have no lower plate. You cannot be penetrated. And if you angle up a little bit, good luck penetrating this tank. Good luck. Unless Artie's paying attention to you, obviously. Because, you know, Sky Cancer. First priority of a Sky Cancer should be this tank. That's the first priority. And I realized and I noticed at the end of my session that artillery was paying attention only to me. First I thought it was because of me, because of a YouTube channel. But then I realized, no, it can't be. They're paying attention to these tanks because they're so invincible. You gotta take them out of the game. So I had Object 279 right beside me on one of the maps. I can't remember what it was. But Artie was focusing me, strictly me, not the other object. And I was thinking to myself, why in the hell are they focusing me, not the other guy? I mean, the game was already lost for them. We already pushed through the flank. I was thinking, you know, artillery wants to get more damage. They should be shooting the other guy. Why are they shooting me? But it turns out they still wanted to take me out of the game because this tank is dangerous. If you take one of them out of the game, if you can take two of them out of the game, or five of them, like it was in the session, like it was 5 per side normally over the last little while, then yeah, something might happen. If you take these tanks out of the game is back to normal. Once you have them in the game, it's not normal. I don't know, guys. I don't think you're gonna see much of this tank on my channel, to be honest. I wanted to show it because it's a new tank in the game, and I'm sure a lot of you are interested what it's all about, what it can do, whether it's worth it to buy it or not. First thing, you're going to be losing money in this because you're going to be shooting heat, I tell you that much. And I've shot way too much heat in this tank, simply because there are too many of them in the game. And second, you're not going to make any credits. So especially the guys that don't have money to invest in this game, good luck, because you will not be able to maintain the amount of credits that you have. Every time you play this tank, you will lose money, unless you're not facing another Object 279 when you can actually use your standard ammo the way you're supposed to. But the reason why everyone has full prem loadout is because there are so many of these tanks in the game. I hope it stabilizes in the future. I really hope so, because I don't know, you know, how it's going to be if everyone just keeps on using prems all the time. I really don't know. Anyway, forgive my rant, guys. I'm sorry I came across a little bit negative when it came to this tank. I just don't think it fits, and it's gonna make things worse. And look out when wheeled vehicles come out. That's the last thing I want to see in this game, is wheeled vehicles. We're already having trouble hitting those light tanks running around. A lot of people do. Good luck hitting wheeled vehicles when they're in the game. I don't even want to see them in the game, because they're gonna break this game even more, even though it is already broken. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Or if you didn't enjoy this video, slap the like button or slap the dislike button. Let me know what you think about this update, and we'll go from there. Until next time, happy tanking. Space Bandit checking out.